before shepherds and wise men, before the manger, even before my visit to Mary. We're going to step back all the way to when the angels found out about the birth of Jesus. After all, that's when Christmas really began. The first thing I need to do is introduce you to the main characters of this little history lesson. First, there's Michael. He's the archangel. Now, there's only one archangel in heaven, and in case you haven't guessed, that means he's pretty important. In fact, next to God, he's kind of the head honcho around here.
Thank you all for coming today. I have a very important announcement to make.
You also need to know who Sarah is. She's head of the Seraphims, and a bit of a know-it-all, I'm afraid.
The Seraphims came as soon as we got your message, Michael, and as you can see, my entire delegation is here.
Splendid, Sarah.
Next, there's Cherry. She's head of the Cherubims, and a real angel.
Oh, Michael, we're so honored that you included us.
Well, of course I included you. I wanted all the angels to be here.
Next, there's good old Harold. He's in charge of the Herald Angels, or should I say the Herald Angels are in charge of him.
Harold, I'm glad your delegation could be here.
Thanks, Michael. Why do you say he called us here? He has an important announcement to make. Oh, that's right. Glad to be here.
And last but not least, there's Moses and Isaiah. They head up the delegation of the major and minor prophets.
It's a beautiful day for a meeting, isn't it, Michael?
Too many clouds to me. Yes, Isaiah, it is a beautiful day for a meeting. Still say there's too many clouds.
Well, it looks like Michael's about to tell us why we've all been called, so I better scoot and give this one a toot.
We've got a problem.
Got eye trouble. Eye trouble. Everybody's looking out for number one. Me, myself, and eye trouble. What's gonna become of all this eye trouble? Eye trouble. Nobody cares about his fellow man. Eye trouble is why trouble is getting out of hand. Now the Heavenly Father is very distressed at the shape that the world is in. At every glance and at every turn, man's deep in every sin. We got eye trouble. Eye trouble. Everybody's looking out for number one. Me, myself, and eye trouble. What's gonna become of all this eye trouble? Eye trouble. Nobody cares about his fellow man. Eye trouble is why trouble is getting out of hand. Now the great commandment is simple indeed. Love your neighbor as yourself. But everybody's so filled with grief that, Lord, we need your help. Got eye trouble. Eye trouble. Everybody's looking out for number one. Me, myself, and eye trouble. What's gonna become of all this eye trouble? Eye trouble. Nobody cares about his fellow man. Eye trouble is why trouble is getting out of hand. Got eye trouble. Eye trouble. Everybody's looking out for number one. Me, myself, and eye trouble. What's gonna become of all this eye trouble? Eye trouble. Nobody cares about his fellow man. Eye trouble is why trouble is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Don't tell me about eye trouble. What do you mean, did, Moses?
I spent 40 years in the boonies with those self-centered wilderness wanderers.
Oh, yes, I remember your problems. As I recall, you and the children of Israel never did see eye to eye.
Very funny, but that's true. It was bad news.
How bad was it?
It was so bad, the Lord had to come down to earth just to get their attention.
The commandments were perfect, but man was not.
You better believe it. After all the trouble the Lord went to show man how to live close to him, they still kept on worshiping other gods, making graven images, taking the Lord's name in vain.
Calm down, Moses.
Everyone knows we had a bad time tonight. It was bad news for all us prophets.
How bad was it?
It was so bad I had to constantly be telling people that God had a plan. See, that's the good news. God always had a plan. That's probably what Michael's leading up to now.
I don't know, Isaiah. You always were an optimist.
Of course I was. I still am because I have something to be optimistic about. And if all the angels will help me, I'll tell you what I told my people all those years.
People for the Lord is your cry. Lift up your eyes into the heavens. Lift up your praises, for His promise is nigh, a promise of peace to all men. Sing to the Lord, sing to the Lord, sing to the Lord, all ye lands. Come join the mountains in singing, for His promise is at hand. People for the Lord is your cry. Lift up your eyes into the heavens. Lift up your praises, for His promise is nigh, a promise of peace to all men. Peace on earth, goodwill to men, will to men. Peace on earth, goodwill to all men. Look up, ye people, for the Lord is your cry. Lift up your eyes into the heavens. Lift up your praises, for His promise is nigh, a promise of peace to all men. Sing to the Lord, sing to the Lord, all ye lands. Come join the mountains in singing, for His promise is at hand. Look up, ye people, for the Lord is your cry. Lift up your eyes into the heavens. Lift up your praises, for His promise is nigh, a promise of peace to all men. A promise of peace to all men.
Yes, I remember. You tried to tell the people how to live close to God. You and Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Daniel, but they didn't listen to you guys either.
You would have